What's up, Steeler Nation? Welcome to Donnie's Day-to-Day Steeler Journal. If this is your first time listening, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit that post notifications button so you are notified every time I upload a video. I also do day-to-day journals for my other favorite teams, the Pittsburgh Pirates and Miami Heat. If you are interested, and those can be found right here where you found this video. Now let's dive into the video. As you've seen in the title of this video, we are going to talk about my 3 key factors for the Steelers to have a successful season. We'll start with the big elephant in the room. Will the offensive line be fixed? The first step into fixing this offensive line is that we need someone to step up as a leader. I'm hoping that James Daniels will be that guy for us. Yes, he struggled during the preseason, well, at least the first 2 games. The third game we saw him turning the corner, and we can anticipate him continuing his growth. Daniels is getting paid to be that guy, and I, along with you all, should have faith that the Steelers made the right decision in bringing him in. Another issue that needs to be solved within this offensive line is the left side. Dan Moore Jr. is in his 2nd year, but he struggled in the preseason. Kevin Dotson is in his 3rd year, and although he's not great by any means, he's a lot better than Kendrick Green. If Dotson and Moore can be decent this year, then we can be talking about a division crown. If it's anything like last year, then we'll be in for a long season. Hopefully, they can't get worse from last year, but I said that the year before, and somehow it happened. And at this point, this offensive line is a see it to believe it instead of having a positive outlook on it right now, so I hope they prove me wrong. Switching gears to the defense, my biggest question mark is, will Devin Bush return to his rookie form? Look, I understand all the Devin Bush backlash. He looked sorry since week 2 of last year and hasn't looked any better in the preseason. And I know that it will be 2 years removed from his knee surgery, so we'll be expecting that jump this year more than ever. But let's take a deep breath here. It takes a while for an athlete to overcome any injury, let alone a torn ACL. We all look at Adrian Peterson, who not only came back from a torn ACL a year later, but won the MVP. We look at a guy like George Pickens, who came back from that same injury to help his team win the national championship. But Devin Bush isn't them. He's Devin Bush, a linebacker who showed flashes his rookie year. Don't forget that. If he can just show some improvement in effort, Brian Flores will get the most out of Bush we've seen since his rookie campaign. Which leads to my next point. How much effort have we seen from Bush? And will he show more? My biggest issue with Bush wasn't his play. It was his effort, or lack thereof. Last season, we saw time and time again absolutely zero effort and zero will to make plays. Did we see it in the preseason? Well, not the first 2 games. However, in the 3rd game, which still wasn't a good game for him, I saw just a little bit more effort. Those are the building blocks I love to see from someone who has massive potential. I don't think he'll be an All-Pro this year or anything close to it, but progression is all I care about seeing right now. Now the last key to the season I have for you all involves the run defense. Will our run defense be dominant again? It seems like our defensive line is finally healthy. It's also week 1. If the line can stay healthy, we will have a dominant run defense, which will give Minka the freedom to play safety. Cincinnati will be a huge test. Joe Mixon is an elite back, and if we can contain him, we can beat the Bengals. We have a tough schedule this year, so the run defense must be at the top of his game this year. But if the run defense is stout, there's no reason why we don't compete for an AFC North crown. But what if the run defense loses major pieces due to injury? Do the Steelers have enough depth to compete? My answer? Absolutely yes. Let's look at the names. Isaiah Loudermilk, who we expect to be a major role contributor in the 2nd year. DeMarvin Leal, the Steelers' 3rd round pick that impressed at camp. Chris Wormley, who stepped up last season with all the injuries and racked up a career-high 7 sacks. And Montravius Adams, who showed up last year and impressed us all with how he rushed the passer from the interior. This depth should give us all fans a little breathing room in case someone was to go down with injury. I believe we are in a better spot than last year, but it is up to the players to execute when called upon. Well guys, those are my 3 key takeaways for this year's Pittsburgh Steelers. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit that post notifications button so you are notified when I post. That is all from me. Peace.